Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Tyrannoid here, and I am back with my next review. And you'll have to excuse my voice, but this review is for Battlefield 4. Now, with Battlefield, I wouldn't call myself a hardcore player by any means. I do like Battlefield. I think there is a lot of fun to be had in the Battlefield games, and I have played Bad Company 1, Bad Company 2. I particularly enjoyed those two. Battlefield 3, I spent a lot of time on that game. And then I got Battlefield 4 about a year and a half ago now. I did get it late, but it's still very populated. So I'll jump straight into this and we'll start with the campaign because that's the best place to start. Just get the non-important stuff out of the way. So the campaigns in Battlefield have never been special at all. They really haven't. The campaign in Bad Company 1 and 2, I would say I really enjoyed, but that was because of the characters more than anything else. Battlefield 3 and 4 sort of they focused on the gritty war instead of what Bad Company was, and none of the characters were memorable. None of the levels were really memorable, and they kind of continue this trend in this game. I would say I remember more of Battlefield 3's levels than Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 was quite bland, really. I mean, the game opens up with you in the bottom of the ocean, trapped in a car. One of your teammates is trapped, and you've got to get out of there. And you shoot the glass and kill him. And then it travels back in time, and you've got a fairly open level, but fairly bland and boring as well. There are a few returning features though that kind of make the campaign better than Battlefield 3's. They've brought back the whole weapon kit thing from Bad Company 2, where basically you start the first level off with the I think it's one of the Scar H's or Skiles or something. I'm not good with guns. You start with one of them, and you basically you can pick up weapons from enemies or find weapons hidden around the map, and they sort of get saved. And you'll find these crates throughout the levels where you can equip weapons and equipment that you found in the levels. So that's pretty cool. You also earn weapons now from ranking up as well because you actually acquire points for each kill you get in the campaign. That's pretty satisfying. I mean, I don't normally like it when loads of stuff pops up on the HUD and interrupts the gameplay. Well, it doesn't really interrupt it, but you know, it's sort of all flashy. But I did particularly like this. It was kind of satisfying killing an enemy and having like 100 points pop up on the screen, 25 for a headshot and all that stuff. So I'm a sucker for that. Um, Aside from that, though, I think the main thing about Battlefield 4's campaign is it's just more open, which is absolutely brilliant compared to Battlefield 3's very linear campaign. You can also tell your squad to engage particular enemies, which I suppose was meant to be a cool addition, but it's practically useless because you could just kill them all by yourself because your AI are quite useless. Um, Graphically, the campaign still holds up now. I mean, this game is turning 4 years old almost, and the campaign still looks absolutely fantastic. Bear in mind, I'm playing it on PS4. Imagine what this game looks like on PC. So yeah, it's definitely fantastic. I can't really say anything for the last gen versions, but if you buy the last gen versions, what the hell are you doing with your life? Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the campaign. There's a few standout levels. Um, there's a particular one where you actually invade a city. You land on a small beach and you push your way through the city, and then at the end you end up having this massive set piece on this bridge, and that was a pretty enjoyable level. But most of the levels are pretty bland. I did find it more interesting than Battlefield 3's campaign, though I will say that, and it's fairly short though. I would probably advise playing it on the hard difficulty. That's probably the difficulty to play it on. It's easy enough, and you just won't get any enjoyment if you play on a difficulty lower than that. So now that we're done with the campaign, which I really have hardly anything to say about it, We move on to the meat of the experience. This is why Battlefield is good, because of its multiplayer. Now, on the off chance that you are playing on last gen, it's severely limited. The destruction isn't as great. The maps, I don't know if the maps were cut short. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. And the player count is down to 24, which was the same for Battlefield 3, and it was fine for when I was playing Battlefield 3 on console, but the maps are a lot bigger in Battlefield 4, so I definitely wouldn't advise getting it on last gen. But moving on, assuming that you are on PC or next gen consoles, the multiplayer is absolutely fantastic. There is such a wealth of things to do in this game. Like, the maps are just absolutely huge and expansive. The best mode to play, I would say, is Conquest. There's your standard rush mode, which any Battlefield player would know. You go forward and try to arm two objectives and blow them up, or if you're the defenders, defend the objective. And as they're destroyed, you push through the map. Conquest is probably the best one because it really allows you to just have the whole map. The whole map is open, and there's like 5 or 6 flags there, and you just capture them all or lose them all depending on how crap you are. And it's absolutely amazing game mode, and it really does make Battlefield 4 shine. There's a few other game modes like Gun Game. It's actually a better version than Call of Duty's Gun Game. I'm actually not gonna lie. Basically, there's like 20 guns or something to get through, just like Call of Duty. Only you need to get 2 kills with the guns instead of 1. So it requires more skill, because on Call of Duty you could just get lucky with one particular gun and be straight onto the next one. But with this one, if you've got luck on the first one, you're going to have to get it again. So the gun game's definitely a lot better. There's a few other modes as well, like sort of tactical team modes. Those are much smaller, and I think they're down to like 8 players or something, but they're not very good at all. You want to play Battlefield for the large battles. You want to feel like you're in the game, you're fighting this massive war. And on Conquest and Rush, you really can feel that. Now, I will just say about the gameplay in the background, I'm normally better at Battlefield, but god damn it, this was terrible when I got this gameplay. This was the most populated server when I went on today, and it's actually the map they showed off at the very beginning when they were showing off Battlefield 4. It's the Siege of Shanghai. So basically, this gameplay I'm not doing very good, but we'll just ignore that because this is about the review for Battlefield 4. And yeah, getting into this multiplayer even more, as well as all the game modes there's a load of like customization for your classes. You've got your basic classes, you've got your assault, your medic, your engineer, actually medic isn't with assault I think, and your recon. They've all got sort of specific weapons tailored to them, but there's a ton of customization options for each of those weapons and all the equipment for those characters. So there's so much to unlock. There's so much to do, and it takes ages to rank up in this game as well. So you're not going to be done quickly. You're not going to like get to whatever rank it is at the top, because I haven't got very far at all. I think I'm only like rank 15. But yeah, in these maps as well as all you've got your ground-based combat. You've also got all your vehicles as well, and there's a massive wealth of vehicles in there. You can get customization options for them as well, which is brilliant. And just in this this game alone, as you can see, there's been like troop transports, tanks, helicopters, boats. There's absolutely an astounding amount of content in this game. And then there is also the new addition for this game, which was Levolution, because they've kind of, since Bad Company 2, Battlefield has sort of, its destruction has gone down. I don't know, I think it's because they really upped their graphics engine that they're not able to produce the same amount of destruction as they were in Bad Company 1 and 2. So it's gone down by quite a bit, but in each of the maps there's like a Levolution. There's a destructible event or something in there, like you can knock down the huge building in Siege of Shanghai. One of the maps you break a dam and it floods the whole map, and it just changes the way the game is played. Well, you'll have to excuse me, guys. But yeah, it really changes the way the game is played, and that's great because it can just completely, like, the map is turned on its head, especially for that flooded map. But yeah, there's not much else regarding the destructibility. There isn't, like, you can blow down a few walls and doors, but there really isn't that much. So it's all on the levolution, really. But yeah, I think that is all there is to talk about with the multiplayer. I can keep going over and over things again, but it's all like, there's so much customization. The battles are massive. They're just like, it's a team-based game, and if you work together as a team, you're gonna have a blast. And if you go solo, you could still have a blast, but you're most likely going to get owned because it's a very balanced game that requires teamwork. But before I sign this review off, guys, there is one thing I will have to say, and I did actually catch this while filming for my review, but there appeared to be, like, massive frame rate issues at one point. I'm not sure whether that's a one-off because it hasn't really happened before. But I'm guessing it was just quite taxing everything that was going on. There was a lot of effects. I was fighting a couple of tanks at the time. So that's probably what it was. But yeah, guys, Battlefield 4. Should you buy it? Shouldn't you buy it? Well, I would say yes. Despite the fact that Battlefield 1 is out and I haven't actually played that yet, I'm still hearing a lot of people just saying they're going back to Battlefield 4, and it's still really populated at the moment. They've also given away a few free maps. Not long ago, they were actually giving all the DLC away for free for a small period of time leading up to Battlefield 1. So there's loads of people with the maps now. So easy to find a game. And as far as I'm hearing, it's got way more customization than Battlefield 1. Now, I don't know for sure, but it really has. It's got a lot to do. It's absolutely amazing still, even after all these years. And I think people are going to be playing it for ages. So you can pick this game up now for like a £5. It's that damn cheap. So there's always sales on the store selling it for that cheap. So I'm just going to say to you, why aren't you buying this? Because if you're a fan of first-person shooters, if you're a fan of extreme action and team play, then this is it. This is the game for you. So this is my review for Battlefield 4, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, then please drop a like, and if you did like my review and you want to see more of my reviews, then click that subscribe button. And the next review, guys, is probably going to be... Actually, I'll just leave that as a surprise. But the next review will be up in March. I'm going to be doing these monthly from now on. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.